let's finish this segment with our predictions for the standings for the NFC North of 2023.
Okay.
I'll start first. Starting at the bottom, Packers.
Listen,
Devastating.
it's really
Realistic,
it's
though.
really as simple as if Aaron Rodgers leaves, they're last in the division. If he doesn't, they're not.
Yeah. I think he's going to leave. So Packers, Bears, Vikings, and then Lions. I'm on the Campbell train.
The Campbell train. All right. Similarly, I'm putting the Packers last. I really do think Rodgers is probably going to leave. And even if he doesn't, he's caused such strife there between him and LaFleur that I don't...
It feels like we're getting past into a relationship that's broken.
Yeah, like they just don't feel, it doesn't feel like they're gelling, which is weird because they're unbeatable in December, which is the most important time for football, and yet this is the first year where it showed up on TV like they were just kind of crumbling.
Yeah.
So I do put them last. I got the Lions after that because honestly they're probably gonna fuck it up. Then the Bears are gonna take a really big leap. I think they don't trade Justin Fields. I think they really use that first pick wisely to get just an absolute haul back. And then I don't think it's gonna take too much to overcome the Lions or Packers. And then you got my Vikings at the top. I don't think they'll have another 13-win year. They'll probably win maybe 11 games.
You don't need to for that division.
But you don't. Yeah, like Brian said,
division.
you can win it at 10 probably, maybe
Probably.
even less. But I think you give them 11. They also have one of the toughest schedules going next year. I think they play all 8 teams of the final 8 from this past year.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have a really, really rough go at it. But I still think they can win at least 11 games. So I put them at the top.
Okay.
Brian?
I'm kind of a little bit of a hybrid between the two of you. Packers last for me. I think Aaron Rodgers leaves, and it's as simple as if Rodgers is not there, they have the worst roster in the NFC North. Got to remember, too, they're losing Allen Lazard, without a doubt, too.
Yeah.
Who are you throwing to? Romeo Dobbs?
Watson.
He's not a Christian Watson's a stud.
Yeah.
But, he's also a second-year wide receiver from North Dakota State with no quarterback throwing to him. So, Packers last. I am going to, as much as I want to, I'm not going to. The Bears third. They're going to take a leap. But, how much of a leap? Going from 3 wins, I think it's fair to be okay, we can maybe tap out at 7 or 8 wins this year. So I'll go with the Bears third. I'm going to go with the Vikings second. I think the Vikings contend for a wild card spot, but I just think last year, the fact that they scored a ton, but their defense was awful. They won 13 games with negative points, negative point differential. Betting the Giants in the playoff game was the easiest bet I've made in a long time because it's just the writing was on the wall, and I think that they're due for regression. Now, they're not going to bottom out. They're 13 wins to 10 wins is, that's a normal regression.
Yeah.
When you kind of are a little bit better than you're supposed to be. And I think the Lions win the division next year.
Okay.
Should I pick the Bears to win the division just to be different from all you three?
Why
No, I'm going to go Packers last. I think Aaron Rodgers leaves, and they have nothing else there. And even if he does stay, what are they doing to improve that roster and that
Right
team?
now,
And
you don't know.
Even
after
if
last
Rodgers
year,
stay,
it's
I'd put him second maximum. It's miracle second.
I still don't think they win the division if Rodgers is there, but he's definitely the difference between second and fourth.
Yeah. Packers last, and then I'm going to go Bears third. I think you're right. They do make a leap. They probably finish with 7 or 8 wins, but not quite enough. I think those top 3 teams are probably close in record. And then 2 will be Vikings. And then 1 will be Lions. Going the Lions too.
So literally, just us 3 had the same one, and Mike wanted to be the oddball.
I'm not gonna not.
You had
think
good
that
points
they're gonna,
though. So
they have the offense is there. They could improve it, but there's really no room for improvement there. It's the defense. If they can take the defense from the 30th rank to the 15th, I'm not saying they're gonna go undefeated or something like that, but they can beat a lot of good teams then. That's the thing. Every good team they faced, they lost to. The Eagles,
you
the
guys should
Lions.
stop starting so cold.
They actually had a great. They
Well,
had a hot start.
I guess I'm only using the Colts matchup as an example.
Yeah,
but you
that
can't be
was-
keeping those games close, bro.
That's the thing, and it's just that's. The only times they didn't were when they got blown out by the Eagles, when they got blown out by the Cowboys, when they almost got blown out by the Colts. It's just.
A lot of blowouts
That's
here.
just-
You're speaking of.
Almost all blowouts, and that's you can't live like that. And again, if they can take the defense from the 30th ranked, which I think Brian Flores can do, he can take it from the 30th
That's
to the
right.
middle.
They did bring in Brian Flores.
I think right
Forgot
away
about
that's
that.
an instant
yeah.
upgrade. But the problem is they have a very bad situation brewing with Zadarius Smith. Does not want to be there anymore. I don't think. I think he's cool with walking away. They cut him. They saved $12 million.
That's a lot.
So
There's a
it's-
couple bad contracts on that defense.
Yeah, they have, and they got their best linebacker is he's just aged out. Eric Hendricks, I love you, but he just
been around the
aged
block.
out, and
He's
he's
been around
like
for a
31
while.
now, and he can't keep up. Like
Pat Pete's.
Pat Pete's out. I mean, Harrison Smith is the only old guy on that defense that they have to keep because he's just too good. Daniil Hunter, great guy. Don't know that he'll stay.
I was gonna say he's also getting up there in age.
Before the draft happens, he will ask for his extension, his new money, because he does not want to play on the current. And I wouldn't either. He's not due to make shit, and he's supposed to be a premier pass rusher. So they're not going to keep Zadarius Smith. That's very obvious. No more Jordan Hicks. That's cool. He was okay for 1 year. They have. But if they can improve that, take it from the 30th to the 15th. There's no reason to think they can't win more than 11 games.